Hey guys, welcome back to Camille's Corner. So, y'all, last night I was just minding my business like I said I would for 2019. Seriously, that was one of my New Year's resolutions. Number one was to eat healthier, number two was to do my first marathon, and number three was to mind my goddamn business. And I tried, y'all. I really, really tried. It's January 6th, 2019, and that means I've minded my business for 6 whole days now, despite all the shit I've been seeing going down and I've been itching to talk about. I've been minding my business, but last night was too much. It was just too much. So I was in bed watching TV and I got a notification that Mona Symone is live. So I go over to her channel to see what she's talking about. And I see this lady ranting and raving, and I'm like, you know what? Not tonight, Camille. There are way too many beefs on YouTube. Just mind your business and walk right on past this one. So I switch the shit off and I go back to minding my goddamn business. Well, apparently I missed all the drama because then I get another notification, and this time it's Armand Wiggins going live and Mona Symone is on his show ranting and raving. And at this point, I start getting interested because I'm like, what the fuck? Wasn't this chick just on her own live? Now she's in Armand's live. And were they beefing like a week ago? And he was clowning her for asking for donations and all that shit. When did they become friends again? So I'm getting really curious, and that's when I start tuning in. I'm listening out of sheer curiosity at this point. And y'all, I'm sorry, but I don't care enough about this to get to the core of this thing and to try to find out how this all started. I ain't got that kind of time. But what I gather is that Tasha K said something about Mona Symone, and Mona got pissed off and threatened to release some receipts. And y'all, that's exactly what Mona did. So Mona put out a screenshot of a DM that she claims is between herself and Tasha K. And y'all can read this shit for yourselves. Now, y'all know I don't care for Tasha K. I think that woman lies and manipulates, and she does anything for a YouTube check. But fair is fair. How you gonna do her like that, Mona? Why? See, if this message is real, I think it is, but I still have my doubts. I'll explain that in a second. But if it is real, this is basically outing a man who clearly doesn't want to be outed. And I personally don't think it's right to use people's sexuality to try to hurt them. And as a gay woman herself, Mona should know better. And I feel like Mona's beef is with Tasha, not her husband. So if this is real, there was no reason to put this out there. And I'm saying that because when Tasha did the same thing to Lovely T, putting out Lovely T's private information, I found that that was a very vindictive and nasty thing to do. To try to use information that somebody told you in confidence to try to hurt them after your fallout, that's some weak-minded shit. So Mona doing it is no different. And as much as I like and respect Mona, that shit was wrong. It was wrong when Tasha did it, and it's wrong for you to do it too, no matter how vile Tasha K is. You just don't do stuff like that. That's just my opinion. Now, let's get into why I have doubts about whether this message is real or not. I'm inclined to believe that it's real because, firstly, Mona doesn't seem like the kind of person to just make some shit like that up. And secondly, Tasha's denial of it being real made no sense. She said there was no avatar by the messages, but that's how Instagram is. The avatar only shows on the last message in a string of messages, so this looks completely real to me. But the wording is what has me doubting it. Tasha K doesn't write like that. Yes, I know this because I'm always pointing out how she can't spell properly and she has bad grammar. This message is just too well written to be Tasha K. Like, this person uses commas. They use proper capitalization at the beginning of their sentences. They have apostrophes in the right places. Come on, y'all. Tasha K didn't write this shit. Her public posts are always riddled with typos and errors, so I find it very hard to believe that her private chats are well written. So I'm not saying Mona made this up, but I'm just having a hard time believing this one. Or maybe Mona got trolled and she was talking to someone with a fake Tasha K account. I don't know, but this is the one time being borderline illiterate works out in Tasha's favor because it casts some serious doubt on who wrote that message. Secondly, why would Tasha tell Mona all this stuff anyway? To my knowledge, they were never friends, so why would Tasha just disclose this kind of information to Mona? I'm confused as hell, but Mona is saying she's got more receipts, and part of me wants to see them, but another part of me feels like releasing private conversations is wrong. I have seen people who are saying Mona is wrong, and those same people were in full support of Tasha when Tasha was exposing Lovely T. Now that she's getting a taste of her own medicine, y'all can't be hypocrites. It can be right for one person and wrong for someone else. But that's just my take on this latest drama. Let me know what you all think in the comments.